I am the talent. It's time to play Minecraft. Welcome back to the Minecraft Slowrun Bedrock Edition. We're here deep in the flower forest, one of my most favorite biomes in all of Minecraft. It is just gorgeous. And we're here for a very specific reason. Got a couple of shulker boxes. We're going to load up just a little bit of flowers, a lot of different variety, and we're going to take it back to the factory and work on a little contraption based on what I've just heard so much about this. This is what I've been so excited ever since I heard that we were going to be going to Bedrock. I've been wanting to try this. The mechanic, it's not new, it's new to me. So here's what I want to do, right? We want to get a whole bunch of flowers. Now in Java, the only way to get flowers from bone meal is to bone meal the grass. So it works pretty much the same way that we saw here. You'll get ferns. You'll get some more flowers. Those will generate in a gradient pattern. So each block has its own type of flower that will be generated. In Bedrock, well, you can just bone meal the flowers directly and get more and more of the same flower. It's absolutely wonderful. I love this. So that's what we want to do. We want to pick up a few flowers of different types so that we can bring them back to the factory and make more of them. Exactly. So I've got the orange tulips, the white tulips, even the rose bush. The two tall flowers work a little bit differently. Definitely want some cornflowers here. Let's get more. Look at this. You can just get infinite flowers. I love it. Whoops. If you click in the right place, of course. So just get a whole bunch of flowers. I love it. I love it. I love it. The azure bluettes there. Just get a whole bunch more. Just run around and grab. Oh, we haven't got alliums. We really only need one, but it's just irresistible to just run around and grab as many flowers as you can. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. I love it. I love it. I love it. What have we got? What do we not have yet? There are a few flower types we can't get in a flower forest, of course. But let's just get a whole bunch. Just get a whole bunch of flowers. The orange tulips, the red tulips, the dandelions, the orange tulips, the allium. Oh, this is so much. I could do this all day. Honestly, I could do this all day. We need a couple of those too. We got the two tall flowers. There we go. Oh, wow. I think we got a good variety now. That should be enough to get us started. All of these will become different dye colors. We don't have Lily of the Valley. We'll need Lily of the Valley, which I'm not sure if that grows in the flower forest, actually. We might have to go to the plains for that. But I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it, like, in other biomes, so I don't think we'll have trouble with Lily of the Valley. But do we have the white tulips? Let's just make sure we got those. Those. Any more? Hey, bunny. Some more bunnies. Yeah, I know we got a bunch of those. Got a bunch of those. Oh, we're good. Okay, let's... Whoa, what is this over here? Danger, that's what that is. All right, let's head back to the factory. We don't need the wheat seeds, though. All right, back to the factory. Oh, look at it. I love this place. I love it. All right, so we are back, and I didn't even bother to put them in here, but we will Let's just drop these off here. And another one just for good measure. So the plan here, we've got this grass block right next to a scaffold. So I have in mind the idea for a shifting floor flower farm. And it's going to be epic. It's going to be just amazing. Now, I know the main idea for this factory is to have a whole bunch of passive farms. And this is not a passive farm, but I think we can make an exception because of the amount of dye that we can get and the variety of dye that we can get. This will be one of the most useful farms in the entire factory. So let's get to sleep and then we'll start building this thing. Okay, so you just saw how that works. If you bone meal flowers, you will get more flowers of the same type in a grass area around that flower. And one thing I know from watching some useful videos here is that if we are bone mealing a flower on this level, then if our platform is at this level, we'll actually get more of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build out a platform here and put some pistons around it and then turn it into a shifting platform. So we'll need 6 grass blocks. And then we'll go out another 2. And then do the same thing on the other side, if I can gracefully do this, which I cannot. Like this. That is the foundation of our flower farm right there. Okay, so what we'll need is a little bit of redstone here. Oh, now, most of the tutorials that you will see for building this type of farm will begin with the collection mechanism, which is needs to be hopper minecarts with double speed unloaders, and it's a lot of effort. I'm going to do things low tech. The collection system for this farm is going to be called something I like to call player inventory. That's right. I'm just going to run around on top of the grass blocks and collect all the flowers manually. It's just an easier way to do things, and again, I'm not so sure I want to keep this thing here permanently, and if it turns out we want to add a collection system later, we can always do that. But for now, let's do things the manual way. So what was that? We need, yeah, we need some redstone. So what do we need? We need a whole bunch of pistons. Actually, we just need 12. And we'll need an observer. We'll need a sticky piston. We'll need some redstone. And we need a dispenser. I think that's it. Honestly, I think that's all that we need. We also need bone meal. Yeah, we'll get that. So what to do? Let's build out where the pistons need to go. So first of all, on this side, now when building a shifting flower farm, you want to have one platform where, yeah. You want to have one platform, one end where the pistons are directly attached to the grass blocks. On the other side, you want to go a block further out. So we'll be putting them in this line here. 1, 2, 3. Let's just carry this out. And make sure that your pistons are actually pointing the way that they are supposed to be pointing. 1. I can do this. I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? Oh. Did I not get to there we go. Okay. 6. There we go. All right, so what we want is a dispenser that is going to point at this target block right here. Well, it's not a target block, it's a grass block. It's a grass block that is the target for the redstone. And let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I already messed this up. This actually needs to come out one. So let's move this. Our grass block actually needs to be one lower, one in front of this, right here. And then our dispenser. Our dispenser will go. Where did it go? Dispenser. Right there. Okay, now I believe we have the space to work with, because over here we want a sticky piston. What we're going to do is set up an observer clock. So we're going to have, so this sticky piston will be activated by a lever, and it will push one observer into the face of another. So I need another observer. And we do have one. Good, good, good. And a lever. Need a lever to power this. All right. So, okay, sticky piston there, and then we'll need an observer. So first we need one pointing down, so he'll be looking up. And then we need one that is here. Right, so I can just do it like this. Perfect, but we need to remove that block. Okay, so then when the sticky piston pushes this observer, underneath this one, it's going to create a clock and tick very fast. Very, very fast. All right, so let's put some redstone on top of there and some redstone on top of all of these blocks so that we can also power these pistons at the same time. Get our redstone line all the way down. Okay, so now that should be everything we need. All we got to do now is power, not the dispenser, right? We want to power the this sticky piston. And there we go. We've got a shifting floor. Woo! All right. And you can hear the clicking of, wow, that's janky. That's super loud too. You can hear the clicking of the dispenser. So next thing we'll want to do is put some glass around this beast so that it's not going to... All right, now see, I can't get back in there now. So let's put some scaffold up here. We want to glass all of this off to avoid the items from falling down where we don't want them to fall. All right. And then also under here, although to be honest, I'm probably just going to be collecting them from under here. Wait, will that work? Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. It's fine. And now to test it out. Let's test it out with one of the flowers that we picked up. And let's go with the cornflower because that's one of the rare ones. So all we need is one. All we need is one flower, which we're going to plant right here. And then we're going to throw in a stack of bone meal just to test this out, make sure it works. Put a stack of bone meal in that dispenser. And now let's run it. And we've got cornflowers popping up left and right. Wow. Look at it go. And we're already out of that stack of bone meal. Turn off that noisemaker. And let's collect our loot. Yes, now I can kind of see why you would want to build an automated collection system. But hey, with just a tiny amount of time, tiny amount of resources, one stack of bone meal, and now look at what we've got. Look at what we got from that. Almost an entire row of cornflowers, 8 stacks and another 16 from one stack of bone meal. And what was that, like 20 seconds? 20 seconds for that clock to run? Amazing. Let's get back to sleep. So this simple contraption right here is going to allow us to get so many different dye colors that, yeah, again, like I said, one of the most important farms, one of the most useful and versatile farms in the entire factory. All of this space is for one type of dye, green. All of this for green dye, which I still have to smelt. But this farm right here can be used for 8 or 9 different colors. I mean, yes. Thank you, Bedrock. I love this. I love this mechanic in Bedrock. It's not often that a Java player compliments Bedrock, but I gotta say, I'm in love with this mechanic, and I don't know if I can go back to bone mealing grass. Yeah, so here we are. We've got an eager supply of flowers. Let's go for orange. Let's go for orange, because I love the orange tulips. And orange, so orange is orange is one of the secondary colors. We can just get our orange dye by replacing that flower with that one. Grab another stack from our moss farm. Load up the dispenser with that and fire away. And now we're getting orange tulips. Ah, it's so much fun. So much fun to watch this. And yeah, it's also super loud. Dispenser's out. Turn off the noise machine. Run around. See, you can see how complicated the collection system needs to be because these flowers get sprayed everywhere. And so, you know, I decided I'm just not going to worry about it. Like, I could spend another 2 hours designing and building an expensive collection system, or I can just run around on top of this thing and pick up the flowers by hand. So much simpler to do it that way. So let's see, what did we get for orange? Check that out. 8 stacks and 40 orange tulips. Pop that back in there. I love it. This is our flower farm. So here's the thing, right? As payment for the Swift Sneak on my leggings here, I owe Brickster a couple stacks of, I should say, a couple shulker boxes of dye colors. Terracotta, wool, concrete, all the things that you can dye. Beds. I mean, it's banners, right? Dye colors are super useful, and I'm going to be the dye guy on the server. So with this farm, I can get just about anything. Just about anything. There is still one more color that we need in bulk that we haven't solved yet. All of the other colors, now that we've got green from cactus, and we've got brown from... it's not done yet, but we will. From the cocoa beans, let's actually, I mean, you know, since we're doing this, let's do this. Where did the rest of my logs go? grab some jungle logs, and we're just going to stack these guys up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that should get us there. And then another couple stacks like that. Why can that? And then our cocoa beans, and we'll get a few of those going. Now, by alternating, just plant these down the side like this. And we can do it on this side too, right? We have the space. And down like that. So we'll just carry the logs down a few more, and you can see how quickly these grow in large quantities of logs. Once you start collecting enough cocoa beans to cover the logs, this is a really good way of doing it. And super easy. Again, it's not a passive farm. You still have to go there and go in and chop down the cocoa beans yourself with an axe, but it's really not that much work. And to design a collection system automating the harvest of cocoa beans, it's not worth it. Don't even try. So that's what we're gonna do to solve the brown dye. Again, the cactus, we've got the green dye solved. That's coming up. We've got white dye from bone meal. We've got so many different flower varieties here that we can get from this shifting floor. What we're missing is black dye. There are only 2 sources of black dye in Minecraft. One of them is wither roses. Not gonna happen. Okay? Not gonna happen. Me, the wither, bedrock, not happening. Okay? So that leaves squid. That leaves squid, which is another mob that is really annoying to farm. But that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do in our next episode, because we've got to get this sorted. We need black dye. Black dye is super useful, of course. It unlocks so many others, and it's the last thing that we need to round out our collection of dyes. We're going to build a squid farm. We can't do it here, though. Obviously, you need to build a squid farm in the ocean. So I'm going to scout out the right location for the squid farm. We're going to need a whole bunch of materials for this, because the way these farms work, they require area, a lot of area, spawning space for the squid. So we're going to be heading off to the ocean. We're going to be heading off to the nether to do some, to collect some soul sand. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we need. But that is the next episode. Right now, I get to revel in the awesomeness. Alliums. Alliums are next. Alliums are next. I love alliums. Let's just replace the orange tulip with an allium here. And that's the one that I'm going to hit next. This is going to be so much fun. Now I get to collect all of these dye colors and be loading up shulker boxes full of dye and spreading it all across the server. It's just a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. We're getting our colors all sorted out. This is great. Our factory is really humming now. We've got so much activity here, and it's all coming together. Everything is finally coming together. We're out of the early game. Yes. And we're actually contributing back to the economy of the server. I'm so excited to do this. So stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to have to venture out of our comfort zone. I mean, come on, farming squid is not really all that tricky, but it'll be a little bit of adventure. We got to collect some materials that'll take us out of our comfort zone. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching the Minecraft Slowrun Bedrock Edition. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, starting off in the flower forest and collecting some different colored flowers. This is what the joy of Minecraft is. I love it. This is amazing, right? I love it. I love this game. Have a great day, everyone. I am the talent. Today, we made history. And tomorrow, we're going to make magic.